Hey guys, it's going to be just a quick lame video about a couple of my books that have to do with God and the Bible. And, you know, a lot of people believe in the Bible, but they don't know where to start, okay? And this is just one shelf, and then I'm going to do this one as quick as I can, y'all, okay? I'm not saying I believe every single thing I buy, but I study, I just want to know every perspective. This is the Lost Scriptures, supposedly. Kind of has the stuff that the Nicene Council took out. Very not sure about that. It's a visual history of the King James Bible. It's how we got the Bible. Lost Years of Jesus, pretty controversial. It's, there's a whole section that kind of leaves out this aspect of his life. This guy thinks it was forged, so I had to look into that. How God Became Jesus, very interesting book. Good old KJV. This is a really good book. 4,000 Years of Christmas, showing that all those pagan traditions associated with Christmas are actually very, very old and not Christian. These are two great books by Bonnie Gaunt. It's about gematrias, Jesus Christ, the number of his name, and the magnificent numbers in the Great Pyramid at Stonehenge. Okay, they're tied together. This is The Gospel and the Stars by Seiss. Shows how the constellations kind of tell the story of the gospel. And here's another one, The Gospel and the Zodiac, showing how the entire book of Mark is actually archetypes of the Zodiac as well. Jesus the Rebel, very simple one. The Gospel Reloaded shows how the Matrix kind of has Christian symbolism in there. Keepers of the Garden, that's something else actually. Coincidences in the Bible and Biblical Hebrew, it's another gematria type book. The Two Babylons. Okay, this is one of the greatest books you need to read by Alexander Hislop. Shows how all the holidays are from pagan origins. This one, Unholy Hands on the Bible, shows how the Textus Receptus is the correct Bible text, not the NIV and any of that stuff. It's very important that people wrap their minds around that. This is The Disappointed, talking about William Miller and the Great Disappointment. This is a ripped up copy of the Gospel of Judas, if it's real. Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis, the 1611 edition of KJV. Edgar Cayce's Story of Jesus, one of the most famous psychic prophets ever, huge Christian. Bible Code 123. Lost Books of the Bible, Jesus and the Essenes. This woman does past life regression. I know, whatever, I don't care what you think about it, but it's a book I like to read. The Jesus Mysteries, showing the pagan origins of all the holidays again. This is the early MSS Church Fathers in the Authorized Version. Talks about all the how the KJV and the Textus Receptus is the correct text once again. Evidence for Christianity, kind of a more mainstream one. Magnificent Disappointment and Till Morning Breaks, both about William Miller again. The Dead Sea Scrolls, very interesting, or the meaning of the Dead Sea Scrolls. A regular KJV Bible there. Then we'll go down to this one. This is Emanuel Swedenborg biography, and this is the first book I read by him, Heaven and Hell. You have to read this. He isn't some crazy person. He was a scientist for 40 years, and then all of a sudden he had visions. Very interesting. Theomatics 1 and 2. It's another gematria book. Secrets of Heaven by Swedenborg again. Conversations with Angels by Swedenborg. KJV Bible. This is the Greek to English interlinear text of the New Testament. Very, very, very important. Strong's Concordance, of course, another KJV, and this is the Textus Receptus in pure Greek. Illustrated KJV. This is the mother lode. This is the entire Hebrew and Greek Bible with Strong's Concordance and a whole bunch of references and notes to help you study. This one's A Thief in the Night, another William Miller one. Holy Blood, Holy Grail, real controversial. The Myth of Mary shows how Mary worship is ruining the church and was all based off Semiramis worship. The Battle for Christmas, the literal origins of Christmas, very, very fascinating. Moses Maimonides, very famous Jewish scholar. They walked with Jesus. Dolores Cannon does past lives, and some of these people say they were in the time of Jesus in their past life, so it's just interesting to read. The Jesus Papers, it's kind of anti-Christian, but I had to read it because it was like $5 to see why people think that. the Acts of Jesus, self-explanatory, and this is the complete biblical library from what I have so far. Matthew, Mark, Acts, let's see, Galatians, Romans, Corinthians, Hebrews through Jude. This is all Greek. This is the Greek English translation with notes and everything. Oh, and in the very middle we got another William Miller book, God's Strange Work. So I'm not saying you need to pick all these up, but I'm saying if you want to know how deep this stuff goes, and you know that your church isn't telling you everything, check out these books, okay? You know, I've been getting very anxious lately because of, you know, all this stuff. But whenever, one of my go-tos is Swedenborg. I trust Swedenborg, okay? I think he is one of the most correct theologians that we can learn from. But anyway, y'all take it easy. Read what you want. But yeah, understand this is all prophecy going on right now.